Hello and welcome back to the PS Podcast. My name is Braden. I'm here with my co-host Sam.
How's everybody doing? How's it going? How's it going?
We're taking a break from shitty sports and we're going to be going over our lovely topic Star Wars today.
Star Wars.
Should be on your screen this time. Is a tier list.
Yep.
And you're going to go ahead and we're going to rate each movie and put them in the spot that we think they belong.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen some of these, but we've seen most of them. Some
Yes.
of the classic ones I don't think we've seen. But other than that, we're gonna get on into it. Do you want to start with one, or do you want to start with four?
I guess we'll go not in order of release, but in chronological order. So I guess I'd be
Okay, so one.
yeah.
Okay, so do you want to do movie? Let's do movies first, and then do you want to do like additional add-ins like one through six, and then like Solo, Rogue One, and stuff like that? Or do you want to do like in chronological order?
Let's do like 1 through 9, and then let's do like the
Okay.
standalone films and then the TV shows.
Okay. All right. Well, number one.
Phantom
The only
Menace.
saving grace is Qui-Gon Jinn in this show. That is the
Uh,
only.
I mean the final fight's good. Now, for because Star Wars is a very contentious topic. If you like the prequels, that's awesome. I personally am not a fan of them. Episode 3 is probably the only one that I think is a decent movie. Uh,
I only like the prequels because of McGregor, or whatever the fuck his
Ewan
name is. I
McGregor.
can't speak.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. My,
Um,
my mouth does not want to
I
speak. But
I
yeah,
I don't like episode 1 and episode 2, but if you like them, that's fine. But I'm just not a fan. Um, so if
episode three was just good. I think because I don't know. I personally just like clones and stuff. So
I
like episode two is also good.
I thought
But
I thought 3 was it's fine. I get why people love it so much, but it just wasn't really for me. But like if I was ranking episode 1, I'd put it in bad. But
I put it
if you wanna
in
put it
about
in
bad.
average,
Yeah.
that's
No, I
fine.
think we
But
put it bad.
all
Simply,
right,
I mean, like Darth Maul is a cool character, but you see him for like three parts of the movie.
yeah,
Qui-Gon Jinn literally is nothing but a pussy. He's like one of the greatest Jedi of all time, and gets killed by a double lightsaber that he's probably seen before. But yeah, I really don't see how he dies to Darth Maul without getting nerfed. But that's me, I guess.
I mean, I
Episode
think
two,
the best part of that film is easily the final fight, and
yeah.
the acting is poor, the dialogue is poor.
The the only
Um,
okay. I lied to you. The only good thing to come out of episode one is now this is pod racing.
that
Like you could not lie. That's
I'm
the only
sorry
good
that
thing.
that whole scene is so dumb, and everybody's saying that Rey is a Mary Sue, but somehow Anakin isn't after that fucking scene. Like
What does that mean?
basically, so in film concepts, a Mary Sue is a character that's like good at everything just for like the sake of it, or for like the sake of plot development. So it's like everyone's like, oh, Rey's a Mary Sue because she beats Kylo Ren in the first in episode 7, or Rey's a Mary Sue because blah 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 blah, all these other reasons. And then I'm just like, I look at Anakin in episode 1, he's like 9 years old, and he takes a fucking ship he's never flown before, which I don't care if it's similar to a pod racer or not. I don't give a shit. He takes that ship and flies it into a goddamn Confederate blockade ship and destroys the whole thing.
Okay, now here's the
Like, are
question:
you kidding me?
Was he actually driving, or was it R2 doing it for him?
I think it's like a mix, but like, and like some people will say, oh, it's the Force. Like, come on, just be
You can be
consistent.
force sensitive. I mean, you can be force sensitive and still suck at flying.
Like, exactly, and it's like,
That's why Obi-Wan Kenobi said he hates flying. Like,
all I care about is like just be consistent.
yeah,
Like we can say Rey's a Mary Sue and Anakin's a Mary Sue. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's fine.
yeah.
Like, chill.
Yeah, so I think it belongs in bad. There was nothing really too great. Also, Padme is a pedophile, so
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Padme's 14 in that movie, so technically
He's
she's
like
not.
what, 8?
She's 14, he's like 9, I think.
Yeah, it's still gross.
It's still,
Uh,
yeah, it's weird, but it's not
yeah.
pedophilia, I guess.
mean,
Well, she's not a legal adult. I don't know what's
who
considered
knows? Maybe
legal
Star
adult
Wars
in
is
Star Wars.
different.
Yeah, who cares? All right, episode 2.
2.
Okay, again, if
my
I
favorite part about this again is Obi-Wan and Jango Fett. I think are my two only like their fight scene is fun, and that's I mean, that's really about all I could say about that episode.
If I'm being completely honest, I think episode 2 is actually the worst Star Wars movie ever made.
No, I think episode 1's a lot worse.
No, because I think episode 1 at least has a good scene in it. I don't think episode 2 has a single good scene. There are fine scenes, but there's mostly bad scenes. Personally. Like,
I just
like Obi-Wan on
the...
Kamino is it's weird pacing. It's weird to me. And it's like...
So, I really like episode 2 due to the Genosian fight. I think that's just why I like it.
To me, that's just a big CGI mess, and I don't really like it that much.
I don't think it's great.
It's fair. Like, if you like it, that's fine, but...
I just liked... I just think clones in general are fucking cool.
See, my thing with the prequel films is that they are elevated so much by the Clone Wars TV show.
I agree.
So, like,
why don't we do... Okay, so let's put 2 in bad, right?
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Let's just talk about Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Let's put that shit up in awesome, okay? Like,
no, if I'm putting it anywhere, I'm putting it at greatest of all time. It's amazing.
I agree.
It's amazing.
That show makes the prequels 10 times better than they should be.
It makes the prequels better. Like,
it makes the entire story better.
And that's why I still put episode 1 and episode 2 in bad. If I was looking at episode 1 and episode 2 with like the knowledge that the Clone Wars TV show provides us, I'd probably put both of those movies in average. But I'm trying to look at them without the Clone Wars TV show in mind, because that show is so good and saves the prequels in so many ways.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to say I think it adds, like, they're terrible by themselves, and then they just add them. Like, it just gives more background story that we needed to understand what was going on.
Yeah,
for 3.
I mean, it's a incredibly important show.
I also hate how they make. I mean, like, I understand, but I also hate how they just make Anakin a whiny little bitch. Like,
in the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a whiny little bitch in the movies, but...
And then you watch Clone Wars, and he's, like, an action intelligent person, he's got experience, but in the movies, he seems just like a child. But he's not.
That's, like, I feel like that was one of the basic premises, excuse me, of the show to begin with, was... Because it was made by just, like, Star Wars fans. It wasn't, like Dave Filoni was like, hey, I don't really... Like, the prequels could be better here. Let's make the prequels better. And they just made the Clone Wars, and everyone was like, well, yeah, now the prequels are pretty decent. And now, because the sequels have come out, and it's the trend to hate the sequels, everyone's like, oh, the prequels are god-tier movies, when they're not, but...
I really like... I think I'm rewatching Star Wars. I think it's really entertaining. The first season's a little janky just because of the old animation, but that's from 2008. Yeah. But... Even then, it's still good.
Yeah.
I just finished season 1. I'm on season 2 now again.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it still holds up. Like, that show is just entertaining.
Oh yeah, it's good. You can just watch it forever.
Literally, like, I just think the clones are just like the coolest thing to me. Like, that and Bad Batch, but I just think
Bad
clones
Batch
in general.
Actually, Bad Batch isn't on here, so let's just like hypothetically say where would we put it?
Awesome or greatest of all time.
Right now, I'd put it in awesome or good. So let's throw it in awesome.
Yeah.
Bad Batch is in awesome. It's not on the tier list. Just visualize it.
Hey, let's take one of these old movies that we haven't watched. Let's take the orange one or whatever
This is Bad Batch. Caravan of Courage. That's a placeholder for Bad Batch.
It's an awesome. It's a good movie or awesome. A good show. Not a good movie, good show.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that's good. Again,
so,
Star Wars, Clone Wars, great show. Would recommend. 3. And then episode 3.
I'd put episode 3 in good.
Average. I'd put it in average. You're right. Good. Just because of the meme of the high ground.
That's the other thing about the prequels is that people like them for the memes. I feel like everyone, because like memes are funny. Memes are good memories. And because the prequels have so many freaking memes, everyone's like, "Ah, yeah, good times those prequels were," when they really weren't. Like, I'm sorry, episode 1 and episode 2, they're bad movies, and episode 3 is like fine. It's got a really good lightsaber fight at the end, but it's like a really long lightsaber fight that like has weird pacing in it, and
Also,
it's
I
it's
feel
the
like,
best of the prequels by far, but to me it's like good at its peak.
and again, they made Anakin a little whiny bitch because he couldn't. I mean, I understand, he's very emotional and stuff because that's just who his character is. But like, he's just a crybaby. They made him into a huge crybaby.
He's got a couple good scenes in episode 3. I would say when he's just like in the Jedi Council room by himself, debate, like you can tell he's like debating whether or not to go intervene with Palpatine's arrest, and like that's a good scene to me because it's subtle. Nothing else about the prequels is subtle with
That's what
Anakin.
I
He's
think
just a
Bad
whiny
Batch does
baby
so
bitch.
well. And that's why I think Bad Batch as an animated series does so well is it does a lot of quiet silent scenes, but you can tell there's something like internally going on with this character.
Mm-hmm.
Like with when they first did it with Omega thinking about how to get out of the situation with the little animal on that moon. And then Hunter with all his thinking scenes. It's just very entertaining to watch how,
Mm-hmm.
you can see just by facial expression.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And in 3, I also didn't like how they made 3 Jedi Council members complete bitches. Like they just literally, like 2 of them got killed right off the start, and then Kit Fisto got like basically tapped and he died.
I don't think all of them were council members. They were just like Jedi.
I thought they were.
No, I don't think they're all council members. I think Windu was the only one.
No, Kit Fisto's a Jedi Council member.
Yeah, he probably is. I don't know. I don't remember, but I don't think the other 2 were. I don't know. Maybe they were, but like, I mean, it's supposed to show you. It's supposed to demonstrate like Palpatine's power is that he just cuts through him so easily. But
yeah, but like, also I don't think Mace Windu's dead.
I do. He's dead. He's dead.
No, come on. Bring him back.
If he comes back, I will actually be mad. I will actually be mad.
Why? Bro, Mace Windu's like the best character.
No, he's
not. I love Mace Windu.
No, he's
not.
not.
I love him.
Mace Windu is a fucking asshole. He's a dick. I don't like Mace Windu.
He's Samuel L. Jackson. What else do you expect him to be?
See, him being a dick in the movies is fine. Him being a dick in the Clone Wars just pisses me off because it's not Samuel L. Jackson. It's just some dude being a dick. Like, all right, so three is in good. I know most people in the current day would probably put 3 in greatest of all time. So I'm sorry that we're not putting it there, but like,
I would not go above good.
I wouldn't go above good either, and that's just my opinion. I'm probably gonna rank some of the sequels way higher than any of the listeners would rank the sequels, and that's fine. Right. We can like movies differently.
Yeah, you can like whatever you like. That's what's so great about being a human is that you can have your own goddamn opinion.
Correct. All right, episode 4, the first,
The New Hope,
Star Wars
original
movie
trilogy.
Ever. So that's this one.
I tried watching it. Doesn't really hold up time wise, right? Because some of the CGI is kind of ass cheeks, but it's still a good movie overall.
Here's the thing. You should try and find the original trilogy, like the original versions of the films, because no, because
VHS.
But like do they have like the CGI like animals in them, like in episode 4?
I don't remember.
Are the stormtroopers riding that CGI creature and like going through Mos Eisley? Is there a bunch of CGI shit? Because the original versions of the films don't have any of that CGI bullshit. George Lucas added that in later.
Huh.
Like they're later releases.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so it's like it's not actually there in like the original versions of the films.
Watching one of the we had a VHS or DVD at one point, and I just remember seeing like a green box pop up because they had a shitty CGI.
Okay, so
it's good. I say it's a good movie. I think they really nerfed Darth Vader. I just feel like Darth Vader's like a nerfed character, and he just
How
is
could
not.
they nerf Darth Vader when that was his conception?
No, I just
I
feel
would
like
I
he
would say
could
Darth
be.
Vader has just been buffed in the future, like in
Yeah,
current context, but like you can't
he's
really
supposed to be
nerf a
like this. Yeah, I know. He's his like whole character is supposed to be he's like this unstoppable force of the Empire, and that nobody can stop him, and he just kills ruthlessly, and he literally becomes a bitch again. Like they just make Anakin another little baby bag bitch.
ha,
But maybe that's just me.
what do you mean?
I don't know.
When is he a bitch? Because like
I don't know.
I would agree that maybe Vader's underutilized in the film.
There you go. That's what I maybe that's what I'm
I
trying to say.
wouldn't
Like I
I
just
wouldn't
feel like
say
he
he's a
needed more.
bitch.
Also,
I would
4
put
through
4
6
in awesome.
have
I would put
4
4
through
in
6
awesome, but
awesome.
yeah. But go ahead. What were you saying?
I think 4 through 6 needed more lightsabers. That's just me though.
I think they were kind of taking their time with it because it was just like such a crazy concept in like film at the time. Like Star Wars
Okay, you
it's-
really think I don't? I personally don't think Star Wars: The New Hope is as good as Bad Batch.
I do.
Okay,
I do. I mean, if you want to put it in good, that's fine. I'm totally okay with that. I think it's awesome, but
I think
I'd
I don't
put
think
it
it's a
in.
terrible movie.
I'd put it in awesome or good. Like I'd be content with that.
I
So
say
if
we-
you
I
think
say
it's
we do
good,
because
let's
I
do
think
good.
5 and 6 are much better movies, and
I think
belong in awesome.
I think 5 is easily the best, and actually, I
Mhm.
would if I were doing this, I would put 4 in awesome, 5 in greatest of all time, and 6 in good. That's how I would do it. But so
I agree.
but I would put 4 above, obviously, 3.
Yeah, so you
Like
just
if
slide
you
it to
were-
the side.
Yeah, if because I kind of want to do this in order, but like it's fine.
Yeah, so 4 isn't good, and then I did 5 in greatest of all time. I agree. I think
Yeah.
5's a really good movie. I just like I think you want to know something weird? I feel like these movies were more about Han Solo than they were about Luke. Is that me or am I getting something wrong here? I just feel like it was really more about Han's character.
Well, episode
development.
5 episode 5 was very much about Luke's training
Mhm.
and
On Dagobah.
and Han and Leia's like relationship development, and I think they handle both pretty well in that movie, which is why I would put it at like greatest of all time. Like I think
agree.
the pacing in the film is perfect. I think
I think it's a
like,
little bit of
division,
everything.
the
and it's
division
not
of
over-
time given to the characters is like perfect.
I
So-
don't think it's I don't think they like spend too much time on like, oh, they're gonna be in love. Oh, look at these
No.
two lovebirds. Ooh,
No.
it's like they actually like it has a purpose
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
Whereas it's not just some sort of filler romance kind of deal.
Now is it
Also, Luke kills his sister, but
is it better
What?
than Clone Wars?
no.
No.
I would put it to the right of Clone Wars. I think
Alright.
Clone Wars is still better than 5.
Okay.
I just think Clone Wars is one of the best things that Star Wars has ever released. Just because there's just so much entertainment and knowledge and
Mhm.
filler to help us understand why Anakin does the things he does.
Yeah. All right. Episode 6.
I like episode 6. I like the green lightsaber, the showing his development as a person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really need to see, Carrie Fisher in a bikini, but that's just me, I guess.
Hmm.
And I think Boba Fett is one of the best. I wouldn't say villains, maybe like just side characters in the entire Star Wars. I just think he is
Okay.
an interesting character.
All right. Okay. If
What?
if you were going based off of like his Mandalorian content, I'd be like, yeah, Boba's really cool.
Yeah,
But if
that's
you're
what, I'm doing,
going-
like overall, I'm doing,
Okay,
like, overall
But if
here.
you were going just based off
Solely
like
off
episode 6, he's a fucking bum. Like he's a
Yeah,
loser.
he just gets shit on. Like he's supposed to.
He
Be one of
gets
these-
he gets shit on accidentally and then screams like a bitch and goes in the Sarlacc pit. Like
that he.
He's-
Which I don't understand, dude. Like he's supposedly supposed to be the one of the greatest bounty hunters in the world. That all the bounty hunters respect him, and the man gets he gets slapped in the back of his jetpack, and he
then
gets
dies,
thrown
yeah.
into a Sarlacc pit. Like,
yeah, real waste of a character in a film.
but then I don't know. But then like Mandalorian like redeems him.
Yeah. He's also got some like like young Boba gets some cameos in Clone Wars, and like he's annoying, but he's okay.
I think
So
I think adult old Boba Fett.
Mando Boba is awesome.
Yeah.
All right,
So
so
speaking
good,
of Mando Boba,
good,
I think we can do
good or
Mando Boba
awesome?
now.
Good or awesome?
I did awesome.
Okay.
I like the
Above-
fight scene.
I'd put it above Bad Batch. Personally.
Yeah. Right now, yes. I think at the end of Bad Batch, I would put Bad Batch probably.
It depends on
be-
how it ends.
Yeah, it depends how it ends. But
All right, which one
we're
are we
getting a
doing
second
now?
season, right? I think we should do Mandalorian because it's after 6.
Okay, sure.
Not because of Baby Yoda, but I'm putting this bitch in greatest of all time. I'm sorry. There was not a single episode that I did not like.
Mm-hmm. I'm.
You could definitely tell there were some filler episodes.
Oh,
But,
clearly.
even the filler episodes felt like they had some sort of meaning to them. But that's
Uh-huh.
just
I'm not ready personally to put it in greatest of all time yet. I think this next season is gonna be huge for me. I can fully understand putting it in greatest of all time because it's fantastic.
okay.
It's
I agree.
truly
I think
amazing.
We put it in left side. We put it at the first of
Yes.
awesome.
Yes, that's where
okay,
that's
'cause
where right now that's where I would put it.
I think the problem's gonna be is where do they go now?
Right. Because Baby Yoda, he's really not going to be, or Grogu, not going to
Yeah,
be,
he's not with Luke.
presumably, not a focal point
So
of the
does
show
this mean-
anymore.
Does this mean Kylo Ren kills Grogu because he killed everybody in the temple?
Unless Grogu got away somehow, yeah, Grogu gets killed by Kylo. Like, that's like, yeah.
Kind of cringe.
Well, I mean, unless they somehow explain that, like, Grogu got away, but I don't know. No idea. We'll have to wait and see.
So I think I do like I think Mandalorian the last episode. Okay, watching Luke come in and just fucking execute those droids was great.
Oh, yeah.
But I
amazing.
also like the ending when he took off his helmet for everybody.
Oh, Mando.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Jin taking off his helmet it's like a symbolic. He's turning
Mm-hmm.
a new leaf.
Mm-hmm.
But now my question is, how does he go around the Mandalorian's code of getting the because
well,
I don't understand how the black lightsaber, he tried to give up.
Dark saber.
Yeah, the dark saber he's supposed to give up, right? But she said, "Oh, you can't do this. Got to be in the meaning of combat."
Mm-hmm.
The only time that happened, I think, was when Darth Maul,
You haven't watched
Darth-
Rebels, have you?
I mean, I saw it. Okay, so no. What I'm saying is Darth Maul took over Death Watch, right, by executing the one guy. But then
Pre
the Dark,
I think.
yeah, Pre Vizsla. And then in Rebels, I believe it is.
Mhm.
The one guy has the lightsaber, but concedes and gives it her.
So the dark saber ends up in the possession of Sabine Wren, and Sabine just kind of gives it to what the hell is her name? I don't remember her name. And
Was it the
that's
blonde
good.
bitch?
No, it's the redhead. It's
from the
'Cause she's-
the
she-
Mandalorian from.
well, she makes an appearance in Rebels too. I don't remember her name, and it's really pissing me off. But Sabine gives her the dark saber, so then I guess she somehow loses it. I don't really remember too much. I gotta watch Rebels again. But so have you not seen Rebels?
I've watched bits and pieces. I haven't
Alright.
watched the entire thing.
Let me just rank it then. It's at the top of good. Also, have you seen the Clone Wars film or no?
The hour and 45-minute one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I liked it a lot.
Oh my god, I was gonna put it in bad because it's fucking terrible. But
I mean,
okay, average.
again,
we'll put it in average.
Yeah, put an average because I simply just have a soft spot for, the clones. I don't know. I just think clones are cool.
I think that's the movie. Whatever.
And where
yeah.
is
So Rebels is good. Like it's at the top of good for me. I'd almost
Okay.
put it in awesome, but like season 1
Again,
is
I think
pretty
Rebels-
rough, but the other 3 seasons are really really good.
Yeah, I agree. I think I watched I didn't watch the entire thing, but I've watched episodes here and there,
Mhm.
and I think it just gives a lot more to the story as a whole.
Mhm.
So and especially now with Mando, it helps with Mando.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Well, yeah,
but
because
7.
Mando's going to like Thrawn and no, Ahsoka. I'm so excited for that show. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, dude, Ahsoka and fucking Kenobi, just
Yeah.
give it to me now.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Boba, dude, Boba's coming out soon. So 7, The Force Awakens. Is that the?
That's
which one
the-
is this one?
Okay, so that's the
Can't even see the titles.
It's the half and half poster. There's blue on one side, red on the other, and Rey's in the middle.
Okay.
Blue on the right, red on the left. Episode 8 or episode 9 is blue on the left, red on the right.
Yeah, I got
So,
you.
Yeah.
I got you. Where Finn isn't holding lightsaber.
Correct.
I say okay. Hot take. I think The Force Awakens is a good movie.
Yeah, Force Awakens is good.
All right,
I
all
think
you
it's- I think
fucking
it's-
cringe Star Wars fans, listen up. This movie, you don't. If you just take off your goddamn nostalgia
Nostalgia glasses, goggles.
goggles. There you go, dude. I cannot speak. But
Nostalgia
take off-
goggles.
Take off those balls off your face, dude. Watch the movies to have like a good time. They're good movies. Like I understand there's
Sequels
some
are
plot
good.
issues,
The sequels are good.
right? I think that there obviously is some plot issues as there
Yes.
is with all Star Wars movies.
Yes.
But I think they're good. I don't think they're terrible movies as people have been so like raging about.
No.
I think the sequels also suffered from not having a consistent director.
Clearly.
Having James Gunn do one movie and then or not James Gunn, what's his name?
Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson do one and then somebody do a different one and then I think Ryan Johnson came back for the last one.
No, so it was oh my god, why the hell can I not? I can't think of names. Hold on. I am looking it up. J.J. Abrams.
J.J. Abrams. Okay.
J.J. Abrams did episode 7. Ryan Johnson did episode 8. J.J. Abrams came back for episode 9.
And I think the two that if they just let J.J. Abrams do all three, I think they would have been a good series. I think J.J. did a really good job saving the entire trilogy with 8 or 9 rather.
I actually really dislike what J.J. did with 9. I like 9 as a movie. I like 9 as a movie. I actually think it's really, really good. But I
didn't like
the
forcing of a.
I am in that minority camp that episode 8 is actually a very, very good
I liked
movie.
8.
I think 8 is.
I liked 8. Hyperspeed ramming is by far one of the coolest things that they have ever done in any sort of Star Wars show.
Yes, and anybody that says, "Oh my God, it's not the way it works. It's never been done before." Guess what? Star Wars is always innovating. You can't say something is impossible because,
simply,
chill.
if you just looked at the art of the hyperspeed
Oh my
ramming,
God,
or
it's
lightspeed
gorgeous.
ramming,
It's gorgeous.
it is beautiful. I was literally just sitting there. I was watching the movie first time, and I was like, "Damn,
Yeah,
this is
gorgeous.
actually fucking beautiful."
Truly amazing. Yeah.
I think it's better than 3, but not better than 4. By the way, number 7.
Yes. That's exactly where I put it. Yeah.
Okay. And
Okay,
then,
wait. Before we do 8 and 9, we should probably do Rogue One and Solo.
Yeah. Rogue One, awesome. Good movie. Sad everybody fucking dies.
Rogue One is awesome. I feel inclined to put it in good. I feel like most people put it in awesome because of the Vader hallway scene at the end, which is truly incredible. But
it really shows that show that's what I'm trying to say. Like if you watched it in order, right, 1 through 3, Solo, Rogue One, 1, 2, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, 3, I guess you would have to watch Bad Batch, and then Rogue One, Solo, and then
4.
Rebels. It would really show how nerfed Darth Vader got. Like he just doesn't do as much. Like it just seems like he's just a piece. He's just sitting there.
Well, but
whereas in Rebels and Rogue One, he's literally a murderous villain.
How on earth in the 80s and late 70s?
I know.
You
I'm
can't.
just saying.
Yeah, you can't really blame Episode 4 for having a less involved, less seemingly powerful Darth Vader.
I'm just saying that it just. I think he's a better character with these additions.
Oh, clearly,
I put it in the bottom tier of awesome, simply because, I mean, I understand they were all gonna die, but that last scene saves it. I think the acting is really good. I think the story is interesting.
The acting's okay. Like Felicity Jones, I think, is the actress for Jyn Erso.
I have no idea.
I think she's fine. I don't dislike her acting. I think the character's interesting. She just seems very
I
deadpan
think
for a lot of the
I think
film.
the first part of this movie is kind of weird,
It's
and then
slow.
once they
It's slow.
once they get to the planet, I think it's a lot better.
Yeah, once
As
they
soon
get
as they
to
get to that planet, it's much more interesting, but it's
Yes.
still
Yeah.
weird.
yeah, it's a really good movie though. All right, and then Solo.
Solo, I put like ahead of 7.
I
think it's a good
personally,
movie.
I love Solo, but that's like somebody like that's like just me. Like if I'm looking at this,
I like Solo. I think I love Child Glover or
Childish Gambino, Donald
Child
Glover,
confused Donald Glover. I said both names in one name.
Child Glover,
Yeah.
Donald Gambino.
Could you imagine? That'd be a sick name.
Mm.
I'd put it like above 7, but not above 4. That's where I think I would put it. I think it's like
Yeah,
I
that's
think
fair.
it's like
That's
good,
fair.
but it's not like top tier good. you
Yeah,
know?
that's fair. That's fair.
I like Chewie in it, and how we get to see how they became best friends. I did not like the woman actor. I mean, like I just didn't like her character. She did a great acting job. I just didn't like her character, I guess.
Which woman?
His love interest. What's her name?
Emilia Clarke, the actress.
I liked her as like an actor. I just
Right,
didn't like her
the character. Yeah. No, I understand that. Kind of just like a meh character.
Yeah, like she's there and she just
I'm really sad about the reception of Solo because it came out like 5 months after Episode 8, and of course Episode 8 got like a ton of hate. So
I don't know why. I think 8 was really good.
I think 8 was fantastic, but we'll get into that in a minute. So like because Solo came out so soon after, it just did so poorly, and its reception was bad, and it was supposed to get a trilogy, and it's not going to anymore. And I really thought they were doing something with the story there, like Darth Maul at the ending. I mean, he looks awful, but like it could have been very interesting, but we're not going to get any more movies, at least right now. So
yeah, I think they're done completely with
bit of a bummer.
with this trilogy, and they're
Yeah.
gonna go into a whole different series, right?
yeah, I don't think Solo's
It's supposed to be
getting
High
any-
Republic, and if it's High Republic, I want to see Yoda kill some people. Like that's like young Yoda, and it'll show like if they show us how Yoda like his growth as a Jedi and how he became one of the best Jedi in the world, that'd be like, fucking sick.
Mhm.
That's just me. All right, 8. I think it's above Rogue One and awesome.
I'd put it above the Bad Batch. Personally.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
So
agree.
remember, just a
So here's
reminder: Caravan
Here's
of
a hot
Courage
take.
is the Bad Batch.
Yeah. Here's a hot take. I personally think that 7 through 9 was not so much about Rey as much as it was really about the character development of Ben.
It's both because of the dyad. It's both of them. And
Okay.
before people like Ben's character development is easily the best character development in the trilogy, easily. But like this trilogy has 2 main characters, Rey and Ben, easily. Yes.
Agreed.
And
I
think
don't like
I think they
how-
do a fantastic job with both of them personally, but
I don't think they should have killed him off, but I don't know.
mm,
I don't really understand the whole love interest all of a sudden out of nowhere. Right? Like
it's a
I don't
little
know.
it's a little strange.
I don't get it. It's weird.
It's definitely a little bit forced.
Yeah, like they literally just shove it down your throat. Basically.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah. It's not terrible though. Like it's not like movie breaking or like story breaking for me, but like it's weird. It's weird.
yeah. I like the movie.
Mhm.
I just I think 8 really was I just like Luke Skywalker's whole thing.
Yeah, Luke's so many people hate Luke's arc in Episode 8. I love it.
Why?
I think it's amazing.
He does exactly what he is. He's just he's just a smug jackass who
Yeah,
goes and just
Luke has
literally
always
taunts
been
Kylo.
Luke has always been a whiny little baby. Like he is his father.
Yeah, he is just a smug jackass. That's all he is. He just thinks he's the greatest person. So he literally does what he is. He goes out in the middle of fucking AT. Is it AT-AT or whatever the fuck it's
I
called?
don't think they're AT-ATs in the sequels. I think they're called something different, but they serve the same purpose.
They're the same design
Yeah,
model.
essentially,
but
yeah.
basically, he just goes out there and just literally just taunts fucking Kylo, and like this, like yes, Luke, that is exactly what I needed. Thank you.
Well, that planet, Episode 8 is by far the most gorgeous thing Star Wars has ever given us.
They spent like 6 months, something like that, in Jordan. I think it was that they were doing this movie.
Like
I think it's where they did it.
The planet that they're on, I think it's called Crate.
Yeah.
Like that, the still shot of Kylo and Luke on opposite ends of the screen, gorgeous. Oh my god. And then obviously we talked about already the light speed ramming. That shot is
even
incredible.
the red sand coming up was beautiful.
That's what I'm
When they're
saying.
using
That's what I'm saying. Like, it is easily the best looking Star Wars media to date. It's so pretty.
I did not like how they made Carrie Fisher all of a sudden a Force user.
Well, I mean, she was always Force sensitive. We knew that.
No, but you just don't out of nowhere become Superman and fly through space. That's just me, though.
The only reason, and I know I just got done saying that Episode 8 was like absolutely gorgeous, which it was, and I guess it's a little bit different. But the only reason I don't like the Carrie Fisher thing is because the effects on it, like her flying back to the ship, they look terrible. Like,
It's just so shit. She looks like she's just sitting there with her arm
yeah,
out.
it looks really, really bad.
She's literally Superman in space. It's just weird. It's weird.
It looks bad, but I'm not. It is what it is. But yes, Episode 8 is awesome. Sorry to the sequel haters.
I think 9 is also an awesome movie.
Yeah, it's probably
I
at
don't
the
think it's
bottom of awesome. It's probably at the bottom.
I think 9 really got saved with the fighting. I think the fighting in 9 was really good with like against the Knights of Ren.
Yeah, the Knights of Ren are like another Boba Fett for me in the films. It's wasted potential. But
no, yeah, I agree.
Cool,
they're
but
supposed to be like these huge like executioners basically for the Sith, but they just get shit on by Kylo. But which is understandable because Kylo or Ben is one of the greatest, supposedly one of the greatest Jedis, to be out of that bloodline. But I don't know. I just think I think the fighting really saves that movie. But that's just me.
It's good.
I also kind of like wish they did something with Finn, other than him being also a whiny bitch.
Finn is terrible in the trilogy, honestly.
Yeah, I think
that to me is probably like the biggest problem with the directorial change is that JJ gives Finn an arc in Episode 7, and then Rian Johnson literally gives him the same exact arc in Episode 8. Like, he just learns the same thing in 2 straight movies, and then JJ's like, well, I can't really do anything with this character anymore. So he just becomes a side character, like completely wasted.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. He had so much potential to be such a, even like another Jedi. Like he could have either been a Jedi or like I don't know.
Well, I guess
more than just a whiny pilot.
They hint at him being Force sensitive in the movie. The problem is that because of all the hate that you toxic fucking Star Wars fans gave, Daisy Ridley's not coming back. John Boyega's not coming back. Oscar Isaac doesn't want to come back. None of the actors want to come back. Yeah. None of the actors want to come back for anything because they were abused.
Yeah, I wouldn't come back. Fuck the Star Wars fans if they're going to act like that. It's fucking children.
Exactly. I don't blame them at all. I'm sad because I like the characters and I want to see them again, but we probably never will. If we do, it'll be an animation and the voice actors will be different and it's going to be weird, but
yeah,
it is what it is, I guess. Fuck you, Star Wars fans. Fuck you.
I think the only character I did not like actor. I don't think I really liked Rey as an actor.
I love Daisy Ridley. That's just me.
I wouldn't say I hate her. I wouldn't say like she's terrible. I personally just didn't like the style of her character.
It's fair. That's fair. I mean, that's.
I think Finn would have been maybe I'm not trying to be like sexist or anything. I just think Finn's character was a more fleshed out storyline rather than I was a deserted child on a planet.
Well, I think from like the perspective of abandoned or rogue stormtrooper becomes Jedi. I mean that just as like a story is very, very cool. It's more enticing than somebody just being like stranded
really
on a planet.
I hate what they did with speaking of 8 and 9. I hate how they what's her name? Phasma.
Phasma. Definitely another wasted character, yeah.
Dude, that character, she is so cool, and especially like her, like knowing how like tough of a bitch she is from, Game of Thrones. Like, dude, she's such a good character. Why did I just don't understand? Just don't understand. Like, she could have been such a great piece to that trilogy, and they fucking ruined it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Like, I just think she, I just like I also don't think she was completely a bad character. I think, if you rewatch it in the sense that Phasma is a good like a spy almost,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see like there's some things like she does that is like she's like trying to sabotage the Empire or the First Order rather.
I've
Yeah.
never really picked up on that, but
I was watching granted, YouTube theorists, so I was watching
Okay.
like one of those like weird clip things where they point out specific things that she's doing, and I'm like, oh,
mm-hmm.
that kind of makes sense. Um, but for the rest of these other ones on here, I haven't watched
No.
any of these.
Any of the remaining ones down here.
I think
Excuse
I've seen one fight scene from the 2D animated Clone Wars. I think that's the Mace Windu fight scene.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the Star Wars, or in the clone trooper throwing his gun and killing a bunch of droids. I think that's part of that series as well. But yeah, I think this is our. I think this is a. Now going back through this overall, was there anything that you would move?
No. I mean, I'm honestly pretty happy with this. I mean, I
I
think
so badly just want to put Mandalorian in greatest of all time.
Well, I think there's like little tweaks that you or I
Yeah.
would make to this list. Like I would personally probably move the Clone Wars film to bad. I'd move Solo to awesome. But that's kind of it. Well,
okay. Why don't we put Solo in the beginning of good then? Because like I think it's a good movie, but I don't think it's better than 7 or 8 or 9. What the fuck the movie is?
9.
9.
It's
9.
All right, sure.
I think you're right. Let's put the movie down in bad because it's literally just the first episode of Star Wars: The Clone Wars in an hour 45 for some reason.
Well, I don't like the story of it at all. The animation is I mean, granted, the animation technology wasn't like where it is today, but it was bad for the time, honestly. Like it just didn't look good. But
and I think let's see.
Honestly, I'm pretty much content with the rest
Yeah,
of it.
I think we're good here.
If you want to put Mando and Goat, that's fine. I can do that.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet personally, but like
I put it there.
I understand why. I get it.
I just think his character he's just everything about it was one entertaining,
Mm-hmm.
and I think there was very few plot flaws.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a very thought out and fleshed out story so far. I think how they ended it was really good. And I like how they used season 2 to help introduce Ahsoka, Boba,
Mm-hmm.
and so I think that's interesting how they used Mando to help
Mm-hmm.
introduce the new 2 shows that are coming out.
Yeah.
Like they do in Marvel almost. So
Mm-hmm.
I just think that's personally why they used that. I think that's why he just belongs in Greatest of All Time. It's just a good show.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that's all the time we have for today.
Yep.
But so yeah, I think if you guys got any anything that you would put somewhere else, obviously just let us know in the comments. Love to read comments and stuff like that. If you like to keep up on updates, on Twitter, it's at BS Podcast 2. Is there anything else you'd? Oh yeah, like and subscribe. Don't forget to do that. Hit us up with those. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Sam?
Sure. Just if we got like comments about where people are ranking stuff, just be civil. Like I know we said like some inflammatory things, but it's like it's jokes. Like if you like the prequels and dislike the sequels, that's fine. Just be chill. It's okay to like different things. It's okay.
We're not trying to attack anybody here.
If you like the prequels, I'm not gonna say you're a stupid person. Like that's you. That's your opinion. That's cool. I like the sequels. Don't come at me for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, just make sure you like, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye bye.